everybody, I'm Cheryl Hann-Woodlock. In this tutorial today, my YouTube, I'm going to show you how to make this gorgeous little fella. He is a pinch pop, so stay tuned. So I'm now going to start sticking on these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scratch the surface. So I'm going to do scratches. Remember, to stick, we've got to scratch and slop to stick, okay? Scratch. Lots of scratching, and it seems a little bit odd because what you have done is you've made it beautiful and smooth, and now we're making it all scratchy. Alright, now my slop is a bit thick because it was left out overnight, so I'm going to put some more water in. So a lot of water in there. So it's all really watery. Going to mix it up. Okay, lovely and runny now. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to, just on a little bit of an area, I'm going to just pat that on. Now don't smooth it on, it needs to be dabbed on because I still want those scratches to be there. Those scratches still have to be seen, so we've got those there. Now, place it on. Go and gently pat it down. Just very gentle fingers, okay? I call them fairy fingers, so very gentle fingers. So the next one is going there. Now, my hand is behind there. You should have it actually on the board here and just gently pat it down and have it facing you so you can see what you were doing. Because I can hardly see what I'm doing here. Gently placing that down. There you go. Now, in this little space here, I'm just going to put a little bit more slops. And I've got a little coil there. So I'm going to put that little coil in. So we continue on and I'll see you when we've finished that. Now I've almost gone, here we are, I've almost gone all the way around. There you go. So what I'm going to do now is just under here and behind his head. Okay. So now I have a woolly sheep. There you go. There's my woolly sheep. So he's got wool all over him now. There you go. I've got a little area there, but I can brush that back later. I'll show you how later. Now we're going to make a little tail. A little tail to put on him. So with your tail, you can sit up like that. I hate to say it, but it sort of looks like a little bit like an ice cream. There you go. Looks a little bit like an ice cream. And that's going to sit there. I could say something else, but I won't. So remember, scratch and slop to stick. So I'm going to scratch on top of here. I'm going to add some slops. And then I'm going to stick that on. So that is now stuck. He's got a little tail. There you go. How cute is that? The next thing I need to do is the front. He doesn't have any ears, so I need to think about making ears. So far we've used coils and balls. This time we're going to do a ball, but it's going to be a little bit different because I'm doing some delicate work now, so my hands need to be clean. I want my ears to be roughly the same size, so I need to make 2 balls. That's 2 balls the same size of clay. So I'm going to roll this one. That's 1 ball. I'm going to roll this one. 2 balls. So let's have a look, see how close they are to size. They're pretty good. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do next, I'm going to point them. So, just roll the end. You can see that. Just roll the end so it's pointy. I'm going to do the same with that one. There. Roll the end. Sometimes your fingers slide up. It feels rather odd. There you go. That's a pointy bit. Yay. Alright, so we now have 2 teardrops. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to squash them. That's 1. I'm going to squash this one. 2. So they could go onto there, and that's sort of, now let's have a look. What do you think? Yay! They look rather cute. So a shape with his floppy ears. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just flatten that a little bit more and tease that in. There you go. So that's one. Flatten the end bit a little bit more. So that's actually quite thin. Then I'm going to fold it gently. Okay, and they're going to go on the sides like that. Again, scratch and slop to stick. So let's go. Now I'm just going to use the skewer if I want to get this really detailed. I can just smooth that back very, very gently. And I've got lovely floppy ears now. There you go. He's looking rather cute, but he needs eyes. So I need to do some eyes for this fellow. So what I'm going to do is 2 balls again. So again, more balls. Not big balls. They're only going to be little. So roll them in my size. Make sure they're good. Okay. Scratch and slop to stick. So that doesn't look too bad, but he needs eyelids. So he's actually got eyelids. So the eyelids, roll a coil. So we roll the coil. Now I'm going to flatten it. So I'm flattening the coil. And when I flatten the coil, I get a really nice edge. So that edge is really lovely. That's going to go over his eyes. Just like that. Okay. Now, the back I'm going to smooth. So I'm going to use my pencil. So I'm going to just, oh, you can't see. And it's difficult to do this. It's really not that easy. So I'm going to just smooth this in here. So if you were little people and you weren't really good at putting the eyelids on, just do the eyeballs. Just do the eyeballs, guys. This is a little bit difficult. Now, this bit here, it sort of doesn't look quite right yet. So we've got that almost smoothed down. I'll just smooth that down a little bit better. There we nicely smoothed. He's looking good. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, in that middle, place that down. And now we have his eyelids. So he's now got eyelids. I've just tilted his head so he's looking that way. Now I need to do his mouth. And his mouth is just cut with a knife. But what I do is I wet the knife so the knife has a lot of moisture on it. And this is really difficult in front of a camera. I'm going to put that in. It should just slide out. There you go. So I'm just going to tease that up that end. So now he looks like he has a smile. And I'm going to tease up the other end. So he has a smile. We have different noses, but I found this works really well. It sort of indicates that there's a nose and it works. So let's go. Little nostrils. Yay! And we're going to do the eyeballs. So will that work for our eyeballs? Let's have a look. I like making them cross-eyed. How cool is that? So different now. So there you go. He's now a cookie. Yeah. So let's just, there you go. And I'll just have that ear going up a little bit more. How cool. All right. The last thing he's missing are his legs. He's legless. So we need to make some legs. What are they? Coils. And last time I had them the size of a pencil. This time I actually want them a lot thicker. I actually want them even thicker than my toothbrush. So, or at least as thick as your little finger, at least. Okay. So now I'm going to cut them into 4 pieces here. We got 2. Then I'm going to cut again in half. So they're roughly the same size. Let's have a look. So they're a little bit different. So what I'm going to do is just pat them down. Okay. So they're all patted down. Let's have a look at that. Oh! They're actually all stuck together. They're all together. They're not spaced apart. So to stick these on, I'm going to have to scratch and slop to stick that top. So are we ready? See that? Good scratches, lots of good scratches, see? Okay. And I can make sure on the bottom here that I've got good scratches as well. Not too much. There we go. Slops. And I'm going to pop that on. So that's, just make sure we're happy with that. Yay! Okay, and then I'm going to jiggle. So I'm just going to gently press down. Not too hard. If you do it too hard, you could collapse him. So we just want to make sure he's good. And now he has legs. Yes. So we now have, thank you so much for joining me in making these sheep today. If you have liked this tutorial on YouTube, please hit the like button and please the subscribe button also. We'll see you soon. Thank you for watching. Bye for now.